Hey guys, MD Prepper here. Another gear review. This time on the Condor Tool and Knife Rodan style survival knife. I like my survival knives. I like my general purpose beater knives that I can abuse with reckless abandon. I don't know how I missed this one. Missed this one up until last few weeks. I've had a lot of magazines that carried this and covered it, and I guess I just skimmed right over it when I was reading the reviews. Don't really know. Stumbled onto it again this last week or two and saw it and went, this is nice. Had quite a few tells on YouTube about Condor Tool and Knife that I should try these out, as they were, in some of the opinions, a little bit better quality and usable than your Cold Steels. You know how I love Cold Steel. Love Cold Steel. Saw this one, thought it fit an itch very, very well, so decided to give it a try. The Rodan is a bit of a clone, if you will, of the Becker BKT2, but it's going to run you 60-70% less. Now, I have not even taken the packing oil and grease off of this, so you're going to see the blade finish here looks a little rough just because I haven't cleaned it up yet. Let's just see how it looks. This thing is 1075 steel, full tang construction. It's hidden tang in a polypropylene grip. Very sturdy, durable, indestructo tank style grip here. Took my high strength magnet to this. It doesn't go all the way back. Let me show you the grips here. Not the fanciest, but highly functional, both sides. Of course, it has a lanyard hole, which I like a lot. I would probably say this is close to being a good competitor to your Cold Steel Bushmans, even though it's not as long. About the same price, about $25 a piece, something like that. Not the flashiest knife in the world, but highly, highly functional. Very beefy, very thick. If you can see that right there, this thing, there's my finger, average size, is quite the beater blade. You could baton with this all day long. Now, one complaint I've heard about this, these hard polypropylene grips from some of the reviews, don't absorb a lot of shock, but that doesn't bother me a whole lot. It's a $24, $25 blade, so what are you going to say? Does not have a particularly sharp point on it here. Could you stab somebody or something if you had to? Sure. Your adrenaline's rushed, you're going to be good to go. Comes fairly sharp. About as sharp as your standard Bushman from Cold Steel. Polypropylene grips have some texture on them. They're going to do just fine. Got this little back edge here, so it's going to hold your hand. Again, I got a standard size hand. This holds my hand just fine. This thing is heavy, weights very, very well. I could chop with this in short distances and do just fine. Again, it's not a machete, it's not a chopper, it's not exactly what it's for, but it could do the job if it needed to. This thing would be stellar, absolutely stellar at batoning. Just as thick as it is, this blade, it's going to get the job done. Again, like the lanyard hole back here, I like having the lanyard hole option, even if I don't choose to use it. Probably will on this one. I think it's going to do real well for holding it and batoning. Probably want that lanyard there, just personal preference. Again, it has this little epoxy black coating that you're going to find on a lot of the Condor blades just to cut down on the corrosion and rust. Again, that's going to wear off after time because, well, if you use enough, anything's going to wear down. That's fine. But it's going to buy you some time. All you have to worry about is the blade edge here. So, one little minor complaint, which I've already partially fixed. Your grip here with the molding on it, you had a little bit of overage, a little flashing here in this little choil area. That hurt my hand. It was going to ground into my hand, tear it up over time. So I took some fingernail clippers and clipped some of it off, filed a little bit off. There is still a bit of an edge inside that, but it's nowhere near what it used to be. Again, took me 30 seconds to 45 seconds to correct that to adequate levels. It's going to take me another 5 minutes probably to finish it up just fine. Have not done that yet. I would want to do that. Again, holding it this way is just fine, but being able to grip up on it and get some finer handle gripping for some finer work is going to be fine. Again, this is not a small knife. I would consider this a medium-sized fixed blade, shorter than your Cold Steel Bushman and all that, but still somewhere in that same uses. You want something for fine work? This would do okay. I think you need something smaller like a Mora, something like that overall for general purpose. Overall, this is going to do the job tremendously well. I cannot wait to get this out in the field. This will be the next blade I carry out next time I go out beating on stuff. Because for 25 bucks, I think this thing appears nigh on indestructible. Good, hefty, hardy grip there. The sheath, again, another tremendous bonus for 25 bucks a piece. This is a high-grade leather. Nice and smooth, good leather smell to it, good stitching, rivets, etc. This thing is gorgeous. Absolutely a gorgeous sheath for a $25 knife. Has the Condor tool and knife emblem on it, if you can hopefully see that there. Very classy addition. Not necessary, but man, I like it. The belt loop here, which is all it's got. One side carry, which is fine. I'm right-handed. This will do the job just fine. Very nice, very well stitched in. This is not going anywhere for a long, long, long time. Again, very thick leather, very durable, holds the blade well with the polypropylene grips. Tons of retention. This is going absolutely nowhere on your hip. Now this is good beefy style blade. This is thick. Gets the job done though. This is not a small knife by any means. Again, it's not the biggest knife in the world. I would say this is in the medium-sized grade as far as I rate them personally. You may say it's a larger knife, but I'd say a larger knife is, you know, just shy of a machete, something like that. You may call this a larger knife. Anyway, $25. This thing is a steal from what I can tell. I will probably order a few more of these. There's some of the other Condor knives that in the survival series they've got is about $25, $30 a piece. This one stood out to me as being more bang for your buck. I'm probably going to get some of those other ones, try them out. Some of their smaller survival blades that I think appear to be on the size of a Mora. Overall, this paired with the Greenland pattern axe is going to do just about anything you want it to. For little small work, you're going to want a Mora or maybe one of their smaller blades. That's going to do the job. 25 bucks for this, 37, 38 bucks for the axe, 10 bucks for a Mora. That's got all your edges and blades covered for whatever task you want. This is going to do the job. I like this Rodan. I like it tremendously. Can't believe I waited so long to get it. So we're going to try it out here after a while. Again, just like the rest of them. Comes in a nice big ass box. Wrapped in heavy plastic. Paper wrap around the blade. Taped down real well. Oxygen absorber. A little catalog on the inside. This thing was just classy from the start. The box, the second I opened it. The sheath. The blade. Well made. Exceptionally well made for $25. I couldn't ask for more. I like my Cold Steels for 25 bucks, but overall presentation, fit, and finish is better on this Condor. Guess that's just because it's coming out of El Salvador. Don't know what the economy is down there, but man, these guys know how to make some blades. Check my other previous reviews for my marbles, machetes, and all that out of El Salvador. Tremendously made stuff. El Salvador may just be my new favorite place for making blades. Any prepper out.